strategy in the top left from Generic Green Wings, already starting with a proxy. This is Maru! Also from Generic Green Wings, this is SOS!
And Maru is going for this proxy, and SOS did the smartest thing here, straight to the main base of the Terran. He knows where he is, he sees that double gas, he sees no barracks in the wall, he sees that single depot, and he knows that there's a proxy out there. It's up to him to realize what it is and what he needs.
Pretty sure this is going exactly as how they had planned so far, with the pylon going down at the ramp here from SOS.
This one's starting to get a little spicy. Zealot on the way here for SOS, just for a little bit of Reaper defense back at home.
Cyclone's on the way. We've seen Maru go for a Cyclone Marauder proxy previously against one of his opponents, but this time around it's so far across the map that he's just looking to pump out Marines, Cyclones, and then drop with Medivacs and have those heal. Oh, and SOS.
He's missed the starport, but he's going for the proxy here. He's looking to maybe catch the SCV. One Adept shading into the main base. The pylon getting pulled attention away here. The Marine dies, so the pylon is living for now. Maru breaks off one SCV to continue working on getting rid of that so he can wall off. But this Adept is doing a bit of damage. However, the big scary unit is on the field. Those two Cyclones going 2 by 2 towards SOS's main base.
And SOS didn't expand. He's going for Blink Stalkers there. See if he can get enough of those. He might just be able to counterattack and win the game, provided he can defend well enough on his side of the map.
Nice preparation here from SOS. He's got those Stalkers on the way, and in true SOS fashion, instantly going into Blink. That shield battery finishing just in time. And as the robotics facility comes up, it gets easier and easier for him to hold against Cyclones. But it's not going to continue to be Cyclones here from Maru. He is switching over into Widow Mines and a Medevac to try and drop into that probe line.
Go for the counter-attack. Like, will be interesting to see whether either player expands. I feel like whoever expands here could be in trouble against the amount of units that the opponent's going to be throwing at them. Triple Widow Mine loaded up in the Medivac here. Even if you're ready and in position against this, if one of two of the Widow Mine burrow on time, you could lose a lot of probes there.
Oh, absolutely. That's what these pylons going to help him out with. The boost on him, but there are 6 Stalkers done. He guns down the Medevac. Lands one miner, gets absolutely no damage. SOS pulls the probes there, loses a little bit of mining time, but absolutely worth it there. Great defense from SOS.
That was so clutch. And now SOS has Blink. He can just trigger that Widow Mine, blink out of there, boom, and then kill it. That's 5 Widow Mines and a Medivac that did absolutely no damage other than pulling the probes away from the middle line just for 1 second.
Wow.
SOS with a fantastic defense here in game number 1.
The cleanest defense, and he catches the Liberator. SOS is all over Maru. Oh man, and you just have to grin at this point, Maru. Well, this could be it. The Stalkers are across the map here. It doesn't look like all the Stalkers, but a good chunk of them are here to try and pressure that main of Maru. He doesn't have a natural yet. Nothing in the middle line. No reaction from SOS. Maru's about to get a bunch of probes here. Oh man, 12 probes go down just like that. And all of a sudden, Maru is looking a little stronger here on his one base.
And this might force SOS to commit for an attack here. Maru's fully aware of that, knowing that all the damage that he did was crucial.
Guns down one Cyclone, good start there for SOS. He can always blink to escape, but he's going deeper here into the main of Maru. Jumps on top of that Cyclone, guns it down, takes the Marine out as well. And while Maru is ahead in SCVs, that might be changing in a second here. GG! SOS! The early probe here from SOS, and he's dropping a Forge! Lost and found in its full glory here. This is how some Protosses love to play this map, Haas included, but SOS has far better mechanics and is a far scarier cannon rusher. Those cannons are done? I don't think so. Maru needs to see this with his SCVs and fight the cannons on that low ground and the high ground. SOS now in vision here, and Maru needs to start to react. The cannon rush has begun.
It looks so peaceful from his point of view. He's just like looking around. He's like, yeah, I'll make the next cannon here and just do all the damage in the world. For Maru to defend this is going to be so tricky. Now he's trying to start working on that one probe, but that's why there is a second probe, a Maynard probe here, to be ready and in position.
Well, this is already very, very bad for Maru, man. I don't see how he stops this. This is about the time when you start to lift your structures up, let the orbital finish and try and save as many SCVs as possible, because he cannot fight this.
And SOS already thinking ahead. He knows that there's going to be potentially a Reaper counter-attacking his mineral line. He's already got the gateway on the way, gets another cannon instead of his main mineral line. Going for gas, all he has to go for is some Stalkers, some Adept. He's going to force the command center to fly away already here because mining was about to be prevented.
SOS smartly cancelling that third cannon. He's put in a few hundred minerals here into this maneuver against Maru. But Maru is not dead yet. He does still have that factory across the map. And SOS has started a cannon in his mineral line. A cannon will be a nice start for his defense to the counterattack of Maru here. but will it be enough?
If there is any known regular StarCraft viewers checking out this game right now, this is not how your typical Terran versus Protoss usually goes down. Yeah, 2 more gates. It's just going to be a 4-gate Stalker.
Well, you know what? It could work out here once Warp Gate's done. Like you said, he can actually warp in very quickly here.
It's a big commitment though, because he has no transition possible. He's only on 24 probes. See, he's not making any more probes. So that has to work. If Maru somehow holds this, he's going to be way further ahead, and he will just have won the game.
Definitely, but the heat is really hitting here for SOS. Using that Reaper for some high ground vision so that the Cyclone can do a little bit of damage here on that Stalk, but it is only shield damage. The Zealots are coming on in. Maru just holding on with a few units here, and he's actually doing all right so far. Bigger repair here on that Hellion to make sure it's stand and fight against these gateway units.
Yeah, SOS falls back here for now. Shield battery going up on the high ground there. That's going to help a lot. If Maru even pulls some SCVs and chooses to attack there. By now, Maru should know what's happening. And actually, SOS warps in on the other side. Interesting. He's going to force an explosion here from that one Widow Mine and then remove it. SOS is committing to defend on the high ground. He thinks that he thinks that SOS is going to be reinforcing there, but SOS is attacking at the front.
He is, and it looks like Maru's getting stretched really thin here. The Viking does do bonus damage against the Stalkers, but there's too much. The Stalkers pick it off out of the ground. Maru picking up his base again to try and go somewhere else. Repairing with that with those SCVs on that Cyclone. He actually doesn't have a ton of minerals to continue these repairs, and he just has to tap out. GG, SOS is on match point against the 3-time GSL champion.
Same old barracks across the map, but this time pretty close to SOS's base. Not quite hidden in a corner.
Not quite, and this isn't the greatest cannon rushing map here, so SOS is going for gateways.
Yeah, the same early scout from SOS, who again, not allowed to steal one of those gases. You see, he was going straight for it. Maru does not let that happen.
I'm pleased to see the factory at home here for Maru, so he is chasing things up. Not putting his entire main out on the map this game, so he potentially could go a fair bit longer, but SOS, if he smells blood in the water, if he smells weakness, he can get aggressive with a lot of gateway units and actually make the game kind of short. We got that Zealot out for that Reaper defense. It does eat up those Reaper shots. You have to target fire here as Maru. Nice control from SOS so far. Nicely placed structures as well to keep that Reaper stuck in one direction.
Yeah, it will make it out though.
Nice
macro on the probes. Oh, it won't.
Got him.
Well done by SOS, who's now going to head across the map where we've got that one pylon in the wall. Kind of awkward.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Obviously, a Adept can come across the map again. It is a little bit annoying. Here comes that first Adept to shade on in. Really nothing at home for Maru except for SCVs at the moment.
Yeah, usually when Maru goes for this build order, he gets an eBay block on the second base of the Protoss, but in this case, because of all that was happening, he had a pylon going up on his side of the map. Didn't quite go for it, but this is similar to the game 1 that he played against Sneeb, where he made the factory back on him. That Adept is on a rampage.
Gets 4 SCVs, doesn't quite get 5, but a nice counterattack there from SOS, definitely using his tools to get as much done as possible. That Zealot's starting to work on the supply depot, but I don't think that's going to happen. This Cyclone is going to pop out. SOS getting a little spicy here, dropping a Nexus in the top right. Maru intending to take his natural by the looks of things.
SOS, he wants to get all the money, all the minerals in the game as a reason, as a way to get all the money in real life by winning this tournament here potentially. This is a huge move, which if Maru doesn't realize this is happening, it's going to be tricky for him to counter properly. But it's a Cloak Banshee, against which you need to be ready and in position inside of your base with your Stalkers to make sure you're able to defend, and with an Observer there as well.
You're absolutely right. The Observer and the Blinker Stalkers are exactly what you need to punish the Banshee, but they have to be there. They have to be in position.
If he's out of position, he just uses recalls, so that means he won't have it. Supposedly, SOS should be at home. But if he was to move across the map to be the one that's aggressive with these units, then that'd be really bad, because that Cloak Banshee then would do a loss.
This is actually really nice for Maru. He's going to see that early gold base from SOS, which is very naked. He's warping in some Stalkers there to help out. But now Maru knows it's here, and it's going to be tough for SOS to defend in 2 places at once against Banshee.
We often see Maru do when he goes for Marines and Cyclones like this.
I think this is going to be one of those games.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
That's almost what he's expecting. If I look at the production tab and the way everything is going down, SOS is anticipating this push, and if he gets the defense here, that might be his ticket to the semifinals, Maynard.
Absolutely, and he is doing all right so far. That Cloak Banshee, no Observer support, is doing some damage here to the Stalkers. A second one coming down here. Maru has his sights set on that gold base. SOS is warping in to defend. The Observer has arrived, so these Banshees can be taken out. One goes down.
He needs
There's a siege tank here, though. Yeah, charges on the way. He definitely wants those frontline zealots here to try and help him out against this army. Maru's push looking a little bit scary. A lot of those stalkers are already softened up. Goes for the siege tank, picks it off. Can the Cyclones punish SOS? Does Maru have enough DPS? It doesn't look like it. SOS gunning down these units, the SCVs for that mass repair, but SOS can warp in another round of units here shortly. That Banshee picking up some probes in the back line. The Stalkers get rid of the Banshee though, and the SCVs have nothing left to heal.
Yeah, the shield battery helped a bunch. Now Maru's going to be the one with his expand going up, but there is that huge threat. There is so many gateways from SOS. He's grabbing a War Prism, still killing those SCVs that were on the map. He could easily go for the counter-attack
here. One here with those Zealots. There's not a ton of units on that ramp, but that second siege tank makes things very awkward for SOS. This Banshee getting some probe damage, but of course SOS in a very good spot here with that gold base still providing income. Here he comes, charges done. The Zealots getting in there. The bunkers are not complete. He guns down one of the siege tanks, and the second one trying to get mass repaired. Another Banshee pops out. A second tank from Maru here on the high ground, trying to fight back. Can he hold on? SOS is bullying through here.
Yeah, and the War Prism is going to help reinforce straight into the fight as well.
Oh no! The big upset here is SOS gets into the main, and GG just like that. Maru Serral, the destined grand final, is crushed.